Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 281. This is reviewing episode 1047 of the One Piece anime. A high stakes battle. Both wings take fold. Oh, excuse me, it's called Take a Chance. Both wings win the battle. Yep, this episode covers pages 14 and 17 of chapter 1022 and for pages 2 through 10 of chapter 1023. Yep. Now, in the case of this episode, pretty much in a way, like, the whole battle takes place in one location. Yeah, seriously, the whole episode is like one. It's like one's like mostly one area. They do go to an area at the end of the episode, and mostly you just have yeah. Big thing about this episode is Zoro gets out of that cross bandage thing. He has been in for about 5 episodes. He's been now. Yeah, I'd say about 5 episodes. He's finally out of the damn thing. Because we have Marco himself coming in to fight King briefly. And then, of course, basically, Zoro comes in and fights him. Marco is daydreaming about something happened with Whitebeard. And he's cut up by his own. He's not seeing his episode. And, of course, according to Sanji in the episode, and of course, oh yeah, he's not a cyborg. And of course, he's like, you're a German cyborg. And according to Sanji, like, I'm 100% human. Then why is your leg on fire? Because it's basically hotter than passion. Also, the fact the guy is a notorious pervert. Yep. Now, of course, he does mention to Zoro that ever since he put on the rage suit, his body's a little off. What exactly that means, they don't really say exactly what it means. They do go into detail also something that is mentioned in the manga that does not get followed up with. It is known by Boss Haro that Zoro is a spitting image of a daimyo of one of the areas of Japan of the land of Wano. That he looks exactly like him, except his hair is blue. Now, there is no explanation for this at all. It's like there's hints, possibly, that Zoro might be ancestry-wise from Wano. Boss Haro does note the fact his sword style is very similar to his. But here's the thing. The One Piece manga does not go into this at all. It's like, it's a setup that has not been followed up with, though. It's a new question asked for this one. It's a new potential plot thread they could set up here, right? Not supposed to swear at all. Nothing I can think of, no. And mostly put in a way, like, he does some stuff starting to his fight with, well, King, and, well, the episode ends on the outside of Okasaku, where Luffy is basically fully restored his strength. He asks where Momoshiki is, and we see, like, beneath the smoke, where we see some eyes, and presumably this is what we see from Momoshiki. Momonosuke, excuse me. We do see also in the smoke, yeah, that was really cool. In fact, they did this twice in the episode. First one, they did, like, when King and Queen get knocked down, and of course, they're getting up while Zoro and Sanji are talking, which I thought this was kind of hilarious. Yep. This is a brief moment here. Actually, it's actually for next week's episode. It looks like Dogson's going to fight more of... We continue this fight with Jack. We do see a brief moment of Kent Samara, I think his name is, the one who's the Kabuto. He is, of course, taking out a sniper. And that's it. Of course, they do go into... He does explain to Boss Haro of the reason why that Zoro's got one of Odin's swords. Because Himawari, Odin's daughter, gave it to him. Because she's not much of a fighter. So, and she did it as sort of an exchange. In exchange for returning back the sword that was taken to the country of Sorishi, she'll get one of Father's swords. And of course, Karisko is like, that's not a good idea, but because she's the daughter of a daimyo, and because he's from, well, overseas, she's like, he basically allowed it. So, yeah. I do like that aspect there. You could say this episode's most focus is just lots of build up for next week. But the biggest thing to take with this episode is Zoro's advantages. Unlike, let's say, with the last major plot that happened in the Homeworld floor, which was the Oni virus, which that took up a long time to freaking cure that damn thing. Like, in terms of the end, it took like 30, 40, it took almost a freaking year to get this damn virus. Excuse me now, it's done. I like how the Zoro being the whole cross-bandage thing. That's not worth, okay? So, yeah, so. Now we're going to a new chapter in the manga. We have a color image of the Straw Hats. All dressed in red. Yep. The chapter is called The Hero Deploys. Where you see Botham Kun where he's flying. Yes, flying. Hits the red line. And somehow gets to the red continent. Like, oh, he's a such a young slave. He's moving. And of course, he's trying to move. And then we see him looking at a sign that says World Government. Meanwhile, on Egghead, of course, everyone's trying to take him on. And of course, members of Vegapunk's 6 clones are trying to get their own way. And of course, they have Shiki the Evil, where you have the evil one where she's like trying to blush at the good one. Atlas is not here because she is basically just injured. All the hurry, and of course, Luffy tells Bonnie, like, to fix Vegapunk, talk to Vegapunk, and of course, then we see, this is quite hilarious. The ending is so funny. Kaku goes to the Straw Hat ship. They have a good idea how to sink the damn thing. Like, how to destroy the ship. But he stopped by Rono Zoro. And then something, wow. We're going to have a rematch from Enies Lobby. Zoro versus Kaku. Yep. And of course, basically mentioned about the Domi restored. We see Zoro fighting Kaku. You're like, Luffy. Huh? Yep. We're leaving already? Come on, we just got you. Gotta relax. Yeah, I remember too. This is going on. You heard Lucha, didn't you? Oh, you seen Bonnie? The pirate girl with long hair. Speaking of which, have you seen Vegapunk? Stop, Bonnie. Like, can you check my father or not? Those are your two options. I'm sorry, but there's a good reason. And then we see something interesting. Say, it's rich in the world. Where apparently, get this, the kid pirates have ended up in frickin' Elbath. Yes! They've ended up in Elbath. And then we see, excuse me, someone named, we see, go to Nabase 14, apparently Garp is fairly here. Oh, it's fine. And then we see, like, apparently Garp apparently is going out to rescue Kobe. It's like, get on board. We're going to sail for that pirate Fulan. Wife of the Florida Pirates. They just kept Kobe. And then we see Mappo basically is crying. It's Kobe. Yep, and then we see this girl with headphones on. I'm not sure who she's supposed to be, but should be quite interesting who she is. Maybe she's supposed to be Garp. I'm not really sure who this woman's supposed to be, because it's not the character from the movie. No, I'm not sure who this person's supposed to be, but I do love the chapter. But if you ask me personally, what is the best chapter released recently of the 3 chapters? Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and One Piece. My Hero Academia and One Piece have a good distinction to receive return of 2 characters, like Turn to Frey. This one was just a damn good chapter. I love it. Still, One Piece is still the best one of the 3. Totally got praises like My Hero's getting better. Yep. But yeah, that's a particular view. Next up, What doing my comic corner? But I think I'll save it for tomorrow because it's getting kind of late. Okay, so tomorrow's the comic corner, return for Skyraider, and some more anime. Next anime I'm going to do is hopefully going to be Is Volunteer Girls Dungeon. Okay, next video. Bye.